Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from SITEK Process Solutions. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2026. I hope everyone's having a nice spring. Today I'm doing a prior to ship source inspection on a SITEK HPC 1000. That would be a high pressure mask cleaner. For reference, the serial number of this tool is EQP-03001. It's SITEK internal sales order number 260042. And for the privacy of our customers, we do not give their name out on our videos. However, their PO ends in 01311. This system will be shipping internationally to the UK. It is currently configured for 7-inch masks. However, it has a step chuck, and this system has the capability of going into 10-inch squares. So if the customer upgrades to 8-inch wafers in the future, they'll simply be able to use the same mask cleaner with no upgrades necessary. All right, one of the safety factors is the lid closure. I have to turn around and use 2 hands, so I'll start the lid closure and then I'll come back and talk about the system. So first of all, here's a 7-inch square. We had tested this system with our customers' masks, however they've been all sent back. So in our internal quality control and our running, we just go ahead and use dummy masks. So you simply load it in. Okay, we have a step chuck that has 4 legs. So you just put it on the appropriate legs, which is, and it fits nice and snug. And I will close the lid. Okay, you didn't see this yet, but we're gonna do a video later. The door's closed, now it's ready. It was now red before, but it wouldn't work. When you close the door, it takes about 2 seconds or so holding it down to clear the controller to make sure that no hands or there was no pinch spots in the system. We're running a typical recipe here. We have a high pressure clean just for 25 seconds. These are all programmable. At the end of this video, we'll run through another video that we'll merge that will go over all the software of this system or some of the basic software. So we currently have a 25-second high pressure clean. We have then a 230-second N2 blow off dry 1, and then we have a 200-second N2 blow off plus heat lamp dry 2. Alrighty, so to simply start the tool, now that we've actually have it loaded, I just hit start. We have a quick countdown in case you hit the button on accident. It'll start in, here we go, right now. All right. Right now, the high pressure, you can hear the high pressure pump pumping. I'm watching the arms swinging past it, back and forth. When you set up the arm swing, you must clear the center point of the wafer. That way you get 100% coverage of the wafer. We clear about 60-65% off center to ensure the whole substrate is clean. But I should be calling it mask, not wafers. Again, that was a very quick high pressure clean. Most customers will probably run 1 to 2 minutes, depending on what kind of material they're trying to take off. This specific customer had some pretty hard photoresist, so we ran some longer processes. That'll all be process defined at their site. Also, there's a standard company that we do the nozzles from. You can have a variety of different nozzles. So once the system gets in and becomes qualified, our customer can purchase different streaming nozzles and less of a fan, etc., so they can achieve their cleaning results. It's kind of boring now because we're just spinning and doing an N2 blow off, so not much to look at. We have still 3 minutes to go. I can talk a little bit about our control system, why we're actually waiting, and we'll zoom in later. But during the dry cycle, it tells you what the preset timer was, 230 seconds. It gives you the countdown. You can see we're in dry cycle 1. The tool is ready. We also have pressure indicators, lets you know the quality of the system. Our incoming CDA is at 89 PSI. Our incoming CO2 canister is 42 PSI. DI water pressure is 48, and the N2 pressure is 88 PSI. We have pre-programmed highs and lows of those values that if the system falls out of that range, you'll get an error and you'll have to adjust your facilities. The only difference between dry 1 and dry 2 is dry 1 is strictly an N2 blow off. Dry 2 is an N2 blow off plus heat lamp. However, if you don't want to use the heat lamp, you can just strictly turn the heat lamp off during that process and continue to just a N2 blow off. Still have about a little less than 2 minutes to go. While we're going through the processes, I'll talk about some of SITEK's wet processing capability. As most customers around the world know, we're the #1 leader of new and remanufactured spin rinse dryers. We do all of the semi-toll and the SITEK new SF and traditional ST models. SITEK also, we purchased the Vertex spin rinse dryer product line about 5 years ago. We are the OEM for the Vertex SRDs. We offer complete repairs, services, refurbishments, systems out of stock, etc. So at our website at sitekprocess.com, you can look at a lot of things, anything and everything under spin rinse dryers. In fact, in my initial presentation of this company, our company review, we were talking about our Slick Device Controller, which I'll generate that discussion again now that this system is selling, and I will be going over to the UK to do the startup and qualification of the system with the customer. How much time do we have left? Still 45 seconds. You can see we obviously do high pressure mask cleaners. This system with the traditional Ultra T, Ultra KNS systems, however we take the systems, we upgrade them to a SITEK version with a whole new SITEK Slick Device software. Our software is across multi-platforms, 30 seconds ago, on our Slick Device Controller for spin rinse dryers, on our mask cleaners, on our box washers, and our new wet processing sinks. That would be vertical laminar flow for acids, and then we have stainless steel systems for solvent. Again, you can go on our website and see landing pages for our wet sinks, for our mask cleaners, for our spin rinse dryers, all of our conversions for multiple wafer processing for customers, a lot of different options on our website. Okay, now we're going into the second dry. You saw it light up here. It kind of glows red. Again, we're still running, I have it running for 200 seconds. So, and we're running at 1,000 RPM. The green means good, it means you're running. We're spinning, the heat lamp's on, the N2 blows on, and the exhaust blower. Note there is a 4-inch exhaust port on the back. That should have a house exhaust hooked up. The reason is the house exhaust helps pull any moisture out of the system as it's drying. It's not a lot, but we found through testing here that the dry cycles can be severely reduced if you have a good vacuum per the specs I already sent to the customer for their facilities department. As you can see, we even light up on our graphical display, our top, which shows the red, which means the heat lamp is on for the system. And again, this system is a fully remanufactured, basically runs like new system for us. Talk about wet processing lines. We did talk about our wet sinks. I kind of went over our HTC Integris box and cassette washers. We now act as a quasi OEM for that. Most of the parts are not supported. At SITEK, we refurbish customer systems in-house and at their facility. We also sell fully refurbished HTC 8000s, 8010s, 8020s, and 8030s. We also have new SITEK box washers. In fact, we have 2 of them being built probably the next 30 days in our manufacturing area. Again, we use the Slick Device platform across there. So if you go to any of our systems, you can go to the alarm screen. They all look the same. Different alarms, obviously, for different tools. We can go to the programming screen. Each system is a little bit different because of how it's programmed, but the concept's the same. You pick your RPM, you pick your dry time, you pick your process step, etc. Same thing with maintenance mode, which we'll talk about a little bit later. When you go into maintenance mode, you can override the safety features and manually run parts of the system. We also have password protection. We have the operator password, and then we have maintenance. And we also have a proprietary password override. If a customer ever locks themselves out, they can contact us, and we have a special way of getting into our software to reset the master password. Still have about 51 seconds to go. Some of the systems come with vacuum chucks. This one's not. This is strictly a mask cleaner, so there's no mask pull down needed. In the front, we have lid open, which you'll see in a little while. We have the process cycle start. We have the power off and the power on, and obviously you saw the dual lid closure buttons that had to be pressed simultaneously. Okay, we have about 15 seconds to go. At the end of this process, there'll be a spin down, and then I'll open the door or lid, and I will then take the mask out to show it's all completely dry. Okay, we're doing the spin down now. Alrighty, here we go. See it stopping. And I will open the lid. Only one finger is needed for the lid open. Alrighty, as you can see now, I open the lid, the door is open, and the tool is not ready to run, so you could not start the tool if you wanted to. Okay, let's just remove the mask. Nice and dry, warm, ambient, because we could run a longer dry cycle, not too warm. Nice and clean though. Let's just put it back in. There we go. Okay, what I'll do next is we will move the camera up, and I will then go through some software training on the system to show some of the options and the configuration of everything. So this is the main screen if you're getting ready to start the process. Let's say an operator made a mistake and didn't close the door yet and tried to start the tool. You get an error because it says the process chamber is open. You clear it. Now you notice you have an alarm come up. You go to the alarm screen, and it tells you what the alarm was in the process. In this case, door open, that you try to run the tool with the door open. You also have multiple other alarms: CDA pressure, system N2 pressure, DI water pressure, process board, etc. This way, if there is an alarm, you can quickly go to the alarm screen, see it, clear the alarm, and then go back. Let's go into the recipe. The recipe screen looks like the process screen. 3 zeros is the password. So you can see you have your HP's high pressure, what the speed and RPM is, how much time you want to use, and do you want the heat lamp on or the N2 blow off on. You can do heat lamp and N2 blow off in either of the two processes. You simply touch on it. Let's say I want to check to 700, enter. Okay. And now the speed 700 RPM. Going into the process screen is very easy, a very simple process setup, very intuitive. The menu screen goes into much more things. We still have the 4 zeros, but this can be changed to the maintenance mode password. So we have multiple issues. One on analytics. This goes through if you can review how many total alarms you had, if you had a pressure issue, if you had a board, if the customer aborted it, you would be able to see a summary of all the analytics of the tool. The logbook is a detailed log of all the process runs and what happened. So if an operator says, well, the machine turned off in the middle of the process, the maintenance team can come out, go look at the date, and find out why it turned off. And a lot of times it might say operator aborted, and it was an accident or something. But this will tell you specifically what happened during the run, all through the run. Password management. We have our standard password, and then we have our maintenance password. So I'm not going to edit that. We'll do that at the customer site of how to change passwords. We have a clock if you want to set the day and time, very easy. Manual mode. This is where we get into maintenance, where the maintenance team is very happy. First, we have to override that's a warning that you're going to maintenance mode. There's multiple things you can do. So I'm going to now close the lid. Okay, I'm now going to turn on the heat lamp for testing. I want to check my indicator light buttons. I can do that. You won't see this, but I can click on the button, the start button. Let's see, right there. Start button light. Okay. Let's see what I'm doing here. Heat lamp's on. I could open the hood. All right. Let's turn a few things off here. Okay. So when I do the start button, I can see it light up green there, so I know the button's working. Close the button. I can see the blue lights line up in there. The heat lamp I've already showed you. Here is the indicators on the CO2 pressure. It's okay. This is for review. I'll show you page 2. Page 2 goes into where I can turn on the spray arm, turn the water on to the high pressure to ensure I'm looking at it. It's not high pressure now, it's just spraying it to show that the water works. Okay, we have our different pressure settings. Page 3, we can close it, open the hood, and we have spindle control where if you want, I don't like running the tool with the window open, but you can simply, I'll make sure it's okay. Spin it, and then stop the motor. I will stop that. I don't have to stop it. Okay, here is the, for all of our pressure settings. As you can see, green is where we said the system is okay to run. If you have it in the pink or the red, it means that your facilities are not to spec. So in this case, we have the defaults, the DI water pressure, the clean dry air, the carbon dioxide, and the system N2. These are predefined per SITEK because that's for the safety of running the machine, you have to have the correct facilities. Okay, system information talks about the system, the model number, the version, software, etc. How to contact SITEK is very easy. Okay to go back to that screen. Alrighty, so there you go. That's our basically an overview of the software. Very intuitive, very easy to use. Again, it follows the SITEK Slick device platform of how we do things. As I spoke about in the video, that alarm screen on all of our process systems looks the same. It's just what alarms there are because different alarms are for different tools. That will conclude the overview of the software for the SITEK HPC 1000 high pressure mass cleaner. Thank you.